People will tell you, why don't you go get some help? Take some meds. Go see a counselor. They can help you with your problems. Some people can never understand. It's a war inside your head. Lately I've been distant from the world in a quiet place. Feels like it might be wired differently, I can't embrace. From all the hurt and all the pain, can you feel my rage? Growing up was bullied, they consider me a basket case. But things have changed, the past is done and over with. Why I keep on dwelling on it, why my thoughts so cancerous? Why my best friend have to die? God, can you please answer this? Why am I still agonizing on my last relationship? Maybe I'ma crumble, take a shot, I'm seeing double. You can hear my stomach rumble, reason I can never settle. I've come up from the struggle, I can promise staying humble. I am sorry for the trouble, dark inside my fucking tunnel. If my thoughts could really kill, best believe I would be dead. I am out here saving lives and sometimes I forget, cause my demons came to play and barely hanging by a thread. Maybe I should...
How had the beautiful goddess Astarte and her handsome consort, Prince Baal, the thunder god, been transformed into demons? The rabbis, the priests, and the imams practiced a sleight of hand trick and reclassified deities. Their greatest rival, the Canaanite thunder god, Prince Baal, became the demon Baal. Prince Baal's beautiful consort, the goddess Astarte, queen of heaven and mistress of the temple of love, was transformed into the demon Astaroth, described as a hurtful angel with bad breath, teaching humans the forbidden secrets of sorcery and magic. Unless this concept is understood and integrated into your goetic operations, you are on spiritually dangerous ground.
From it, every sort of deity emerged, one after another, along with the whole world. So the shadow came after something that existed in the beginning, and then it became visible. The abyss also came from Pistis, whom we have mentioned. The shadow sensed that there was one stronger than it. It was jealous, and when it became pregnant by itself, all of a sudden it gave birth to envy. Since then, the principle of envy has appealed in all the aeons and their worlds, but envy turned out to be an aborted fetus without any spirit in it, and it came into being as a shadow in an expanse of watery substance. Bitter wrath came into being from the shadow and was cast into a region of chaos. Since that day, watery substance has been visible. What lurked in the shadow flowed out of appeared in chaos, just as all the afterbirth of a woman who gives birth to a baby flows out, so also the matter that came into being from the shadow was cast out. Matter did not come out of chaos. It was in chaos, in a region of chaos. After these things happened, Pistis came and appeared over chaotic matter, which had been expelled like an aborted fetus, without any spirit in it, for chaos is all limitless darkness and unfathomable water. When Pistis saw what came into being from her deficiency, she was disturbed, and her disturbance appeared as something frightful, and it fled to her in the chaos. She turned to it and blew into its face in the abyss below all the heavens. When Pistis Sophia wanted to cause this thing with no spirit to be made into a likeness of the divine and rule over matter and all its powers, for the first time an archon appeared out of the waters, lion-like in appearance, androgynous, with great authority in himself, but ignorant of where he came from. That's Yaldabaoth. When Pistis Sophia saw him moving in the depths of the water, she said to him, "Young man, move over here," which is the meaning of Yaldabaoth. Since then, the facility of speech, or the faculty of speech, has come to expression, and the faculty of speech pertains to the gods, angels, and people. The gods, angels, and people have brought to completion what has come into being by means of the word. The ruler Yaldabaoth is ignorant of the power of Pistis. He did not see her face, but in the water he saw the likeness that spoke to him, and from that voice he called himself Yaldabaoth. Those who are perfect call him Ariel, because he is like a lion. After Yaldabaoth assumed authority over matter, Pistis Sophia withdrew up to her light. When the ruler saw his greatness, he only saw himself, and nothing else except water and darkness. He thought that only he existed. His thought was completed by means of the Word, and it appeared as a spirit moving to and fro over the waters. When the Spirit appeared, the ruler separated the watery substance to one region and the dry substance to another region. From matter the ruler created for himself a dwelling place and called it heaven. And from matter he created a footstool and called it earth. The seven heavens of chaos. Seven androgynous beings appeared in chaos, and they have masculine names and feminine names. Yaldabaoth's feminine name is Forethought. Astaphios' feminine name is Sophia. These are the seven powers, the seven heavens of chaos. The powers were androgynous in accordance with the immortal pattern that exists before them, and the will of Pistis, so that the likeness of what was from them, what was from the beginning, might have power to the end. Yaldabaoth boasts that he is God. After the heavens, their powers, and their entire government were established, the chief creator exalted himself, and he was glorified by the whole army of angels. All the gods and their angels praised and glorified him. He was delighted. He boasted over and over again and said to them, I don't need anything. He said, I am God, and there is no other but me. When he said this, he sinned against all the immortals who speak forth, and they watched him carefully. When Pistis saw the impiety of the supreme ruler, she became angry. Without being seen, she said, You are wrong, Samael, which means blind God. An enlightened immortal human exists before you, and you will appear within the forms you have shaped. The humans will trample upon you as pottery's clay is trampled, and you will descend with those who are yours to your mother, the abyss. When your work comes to an end, all the deficiency that appears from truth will be dissolved. It will cease to be, and it will be like what never was. Then justice created paradise. Paradise is beautiful and is outside the circuit of the moon and the circuit of the sun and the land of pleasure, which is in the east in the rocky region. Desire dwells in the middle of the beautiful stately trees. The tree of life eternal, as it appeared by the will of God, is in the north of paradise to give immortality to the souls of holy people who will leave their poor, model bodies at the end of the age. The tree of life looks like the sun, and its branches are lovely. Its leaves are like the leaves of the cypress. Its fruit is like a cluster of white grapes, and its height reaches the sky. Next to it, the tree of knowledge, which is endowed with the power of God. It is glorious as the moon shining brightly, and its branches are lovely. Its leaves are like fig leaves, and its fruit is like a bunch of good, delicious dates. The tree of knowledge is in the north of paradise to arouse the souls from demonic stupor, so that they might come to the tree of life, eat its fruit, and condemn the authorities and their angels.